How can you support your wife, your partner, if you have no information? What if she's not batshit crazy? Yeah, I said that. What if perimenopause is kicking her ass and it's a normal and natural thing? And what if you realized and learned that the medical community doesn't do a damn for them at this point, as a rule? So, you've heard me talk about 80% of counselors are worthless. This is pretty easy to validate. Just ask people who've gone to marriage counseling, right? I would argue that 90% of the general practice doctors and the OBGYNs are worthless when it comes to menopause and treating women because they don't get education on it, even though it affects every single woman. They don't know anything but the headlines, which have often been misreported. And so there are even doctors who think perimenopause doesn't exist. If you have a doctor tell you that, time for a new doctor. I'm going to tell you, Melanie had to do some work to find the provider she's got now. Okay. So what happened was the Women's Health Initiative came out in 2002, and it misreported something. And it talked about, and I'm going to use some notes so I get this right and don't misspeak. But the media reports headlines on relative risk because, well, the media doesn't care about facts. It's about fear rather than absolute risk. And what it was that 4 out of 1,000 women would get breast cancer, or was the statistic. And then with estrogen and progesterone, 5 out of 1,000 were put at increased risk for breast cancer. Now, the media reported that using hormone replacement therapy had a 25% increased risk for breast cancer, which is completely inaccurate. They didn't look at absolute risk. When you go from 4 out of 1,000 to 5, when you look at absolute risk, that rate was really 0.08.